Greetings, folks, and today we are playing Space Engineers, which is really loud. Hold please. You don't need to hear that. Okay, anyway, we're playing Space Engineers, and this is sort of a Minecraft meets space type thing, and this isn't the first, but this one caught my eye. If you look, it doesn't really look like Minecraft. That's because I've actually put a lot of cool parts in it. There's like bendy corners and these nifty column things, little venti shaft windows, and these nice little interior hulls, I guess you'd call them. So anyways, I've been playing around and I'm making a space station among other things. Space platform. So this is a landing pad. This is actually landing pad 1. And that's stock when you get it. That comes there, so you can kind of fly that around. And all that stuff over there, that's actually the main platform. If you ever played this, that's where you start. So I've built off this way because I can. And I'm having fun doing so. And it's coming along pretty well. I have a hole over here. I'll get to that in a bit. So ignore that for now. But if we come down here, yeah, there's actually quite a few holes because this is still quite a bit under construction. But I've got my fancy turrets. I've got nuclear reactor cores, my gravity generator. So that's all my fancies. So I'm not going to go too much into like how it works and stuff because there's a lot of YouTube videos on that. But I'm just kind of having fun and thought I'd showcase what I'm doing in it. Really happy with the architecture of this. I think that turned out really well. I just needed lights and I didn't have anything connecting here, so I had to give them little generators. It looked nice when it was done. I don't know. Here's my pride. I haven't really named it yet, but it's kind of like, if you guys think it looks kind of similar to the dropship in the movie Aliens, the Cheyenne class dropship, that's because it was inspired by it. It's not actually a dropship, it was meant to be, but that didn't really work out, so now it's just a strike ship of some sort, kind of like a fighter. And you can fly them around, so we're going to fly this around. Oh, I forgot to shut it off, whoops. It's really sluggish, but we're going to have fun with it. And in so doing, I will show you the rest of the station from an exterior view. Yay! Rotate. There we go. Really sluggish. I mean, this thing's about as speedy as probably a starship of that magnitude. The one to the left over there, the big red one. It's really slow. I'm going to shut this off too, because it's irritating me. There we go. So it's coming along. You can see what's happening. That bottom part down there may or may not exist. That little stairwell you see. That was an idea I had, and then kind of decided maybe this was a bad idea. So yeah, we'll see what happens with it. So yeah, we've got 2 landing pads. I don't have turrets on landing pad 2 yet. I'll get around to that. They're not important. They were kind of a late extension. But here's that side that I told you, don't bother looking at it, because it's going to look bad. And I can't seem to stop my ship. Okay, hands off everything. Oh my gosh. Did I do something to this ship? I don't remember it being this sluggish. In a future video, we'll try to modify that, make it even cooler. But here we go. This is what we're working on. So I'll let you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this kind of into the operations section of the space station. So I'll probably be throwing a bridge, or I'm not sure what it's called. I think they call it a cockpit or whatever, which seems kind of weird on a starship, or a space station rather. But it does allow you to access all your ship systems and kind of mess with things, turn things on and off. And so it seemed necessary to have a central nervous system to the space station. So anyway, my goal is to work on that part, and I'm probably going to do that right now. Wait, I have an idea. Let's try landing this thing first. I'll show you how absolutely difficult this is. Okay, let's put it on landing pad 1 this time. I tend to like it on 1, but 1 was under maintenance and I had to move it to 2. Oh gosh. And if you guys are really good, I'll show you what destruction looks like, but not this ship yet. Yet, I say. We'll blow it up later, maybe. Okay, come on. Reorient. Before I blow this thing up, though, it'd be nice to fix it, because this is really sluggish. Okay, so we're going to go into... We're going to save first. And we're going to go into third-person view. Let's see. Wish there was a way to do this without having to hop into first or third person. There we go. But there's really no indicators. You're gonna go a little bit up. There we go. And down we go. If you do this wrong, you break your landing pad. I'm trying to avoid this. Okay, I need to go up a little bit more. Come on, buddy. You can do this. There we go. Alright. We have successfully landed. Shut it off. And back to the cockpit. We pop out. There we go. So not enough bad. I have landed my starship. Now we will go over here. And we will work on this. Oh, and just so you guys know how that looks, you just pretty much... Well, essentially this is creative mode right now. They don't have... They're planning on having survival and multiplayer and all that wonderful stuff, but this is still an alpha. Links in the description if you want to check it out yourself. It's pretty cool looking. But anyway, yeah, you just kind of plop things down like that, and you're pretty much good to go. Pretty simple. So the idea is eventually they're gonna... I mean, you can do anything you want, but eventually you're going to want to create things like mining ships and star frigates. There's going to be different factions, so you know you're going to be competing over the same resources, and you'll want to build fighters and destroyers to blow each other up and reclaim precious minerals for your team. I'm sure there's going to be exploration capabilities in it because space is pretty vast. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty nice. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on this, and I will be back when it's further along. I'll see you in a bit. Alright folks, we're back, and I have put a ton of work into this. Check it out. It's not half bad at all, I would say. Looks pretty good from the exterior. Wait till you guys see the interior. Heh. It's pretty simple. A lot of work went into it, but it really didn't take me too long. Maybe 15 minutes. Even the paint job and all that. So, yeah. I think it's time to go inside and have a look. In fact, I'm kind of wishing that, even though this is operations for a space station, I'm kind of wishing I built this for a bridge of a giant destroyer. I mean, look at that. That's just awesome. Just got my command terminals here. So I can do stuff. These actually work, by the way. You can hit K, and it lets you, like, modify things. So, it's not half bad. I got my nice windows, good lighting up there. This would be the bridge if this were a destroyer, but since it's not, it's just more of the operations. Hey, check this out. I just figured out what these stations are. Oh, that's perfect. This would be flight. This is for pad 1, this is for pad 2. Hey, that makes perfect sense. Cool. And these guys, I don't know. They're just there. They're making sure the reactors don't explode. So that's what that's for. In the future, I will also do something similar on this end, though I was thinking about making that, like, civilian quarters type thing, so you'd have like the barracks over here, or like, you know, crew quarters, and medi bay, things like that. So pretty happy with how this is turning out, though. I mean, it's not half bad. I just like running around in this game too for some reason. So as you can see, the lights on the front I kind of moved up. They were actually back there, but considering I ended up building all this, which I kind of had to do, the lights didn't make sense, so they're over here now. I'll probably do the same thing on the other side. But, I mean, this thing's really turning into a space station. So, if you're into really, like, the buildy, sandboxy type games, where there's a lot of imagination in it, then I would definitely give this a look, especially if you're a sci-fi fan like I am. I think it's going to go somewhere. So, anyway, look into it. It's Space Engineers. I think that's what it's called. Yes. And it's a lot of fun. So hopefully when multiplayer's out, I will be seeing you guys in a multiplayer session where we're blowing each other up with our starships. And I forgot to blow that up. We'll get to that in a future video. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed, and again, have a look at this, Space Engineers. It's a lot of fun. I'll see you in the next video guys. Have fun.